I've been teasing this since August. Today I'm announcing the new date for Bed for Severe ME. I'm going to say the important bit now for those that can't watch the whole video. The new date for Bed for Severe ME is the 29th of October 2025. Okay, so those people that are in it for the long haul, here's all the information that you need to know. So, when I first launched Bed for Severe ME, I thought holding it on Severe ME Day made sense. It's a date that everybody already knows is Severe ME Day. It just seemed like a really good fit. And while I'm really pleased with how the inaugural Bed for Severe ME Day went on the 8th of August 2024, when I did a bit of reflective practice afterwards, I did realise that actually it needs to be on a date all by itself, so it's not got any implications for anything else or any feelings that people have got about Severe ME Day. And to be honest, there were 7 components to Bed for Severe ME. It's big enough to be a campaign in its own right, to have a day in its own right. And that's what this video is about. Bed for Severe ME will now be a solo day all on its own on the 29th of October. And there is a reason for that date. Some of you may know what that is, but I've run it past a few people and half of you haven't got a clue what the significance of that date is. So, drum roll please. 29th of October is the date that the NICE guideline was eventually published. That date should be a significant date for our community, but it's not, because it's never been properly implemented. It's not mandatory. You know, clinicians, as long as they can show that they use their own clinical judgment, can ignore the NICE guideline. And as someone who was campaigning for the publication of the NICE guideline in 2021, and who has launched several campaigns to deal with the wash up and the ineffectiveness of the NICE guideline since 2021, I feel that it's a date that should be marked, not because it is significant, but because it was a lost opportunity. And you all know my thoughts on the NICE guideline. Yes, it was an improvement on what went before. However, it's no way near what we need. And Severe ME does not go into as much depth as it needs to in the NICE guideline. So I think personally 29th of October 2025 will be the first one. I'm just talking about it now to give you all a heads up, because some of the components of Bed for Severe ME are contests and things that you can take part in and plan for. So this gives you a long time. See, I fully understand that when you've got Severe ME, you need to be able to plan 9, 10, 11 months in advance. So this is your warning that on the 29th of October 2025, there will be a huge day to raise awareness of Severe ME. Right, so you all know that I was selling bed badges for August. Previously, it said in support of Severe ME Day. Well, I've now changed it to say in support of Severe ME, and it says Bed for Severe ME there. These bed badges are awesome. I can't tell you the feedback I've had from people outside of our community. They said they're the perfect size, perfect design, they're eye-catching. And because they're so visual, the colour, the actual, you know, the laying in bed, etc., they are conversation starters. I've said that before, and you know, it's true. So many people are saying, my wife, husband, sister, partner have put it on their lapel, worn it to work, put it on their, you know, the high-vis jackets, put it on that, put it on their backpack, handbag. It's a conversation starter. So many people have said, I was on the train, someone saw the badge and said, oh, can I just ask what that is? See, every little bit helps. Do you remember in 2014 when I had foggy badges? Same thing. They look unusual and people say, what's that for? They work in the same way that a poppy works, or like a prostate cancer thing works. Even if it's just, do you know someone with severe ME? Even if you don't, you say no, but I've got ME and it's something that I care passionately about, or somebody I know has severe ME. It's a very good conversation starter. So please do buy yours from the Foggy shop. The profits from the sale of the badges get split 50-50 between Smile for ME and Cure ME. Same goes here. Anytime I'm selling these badges between now and next October, so a year and a bit, same applies. 50-50. Smile for ME, Cure ME. Lots of fours, sorry. So yeah, buy your badge now. I can, as it says on the website, I can send them internationally. However, there are 37 different postage costs depending on where you are in the world. So it's far easier for you to email me and say, I live in French Polynesia. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? I live in French Polynesia. I'd like a badge. How do I pay for it? What you do is you email me, give me your postcode. I will Google what the cost would be, and then I will ask you to pay the difference between what I ask for on the website for standard post and what it would cost to actually get it to you to be paid to PayPal. That's how you pay for it. Because otherwise the website would be far too complicated, as I found out with lots of other stuff since Brexit. So anyway, so there we go. So buy your badges. That's still part of Bed for Severe ME. You've now got 29 days to buy your badge. Because I should make it clear, I'm not running the whole Bed for Severe ME campaign in 2024 October, because I did it in August, and I'm up to my eyeballs with fundraising this year. I've done Foggy's World Tour, too much stuff going on, but I am going to do something on the 29th of October this year, 2024, to make sure people are aware of the date change and to do publicity ready for next year. So there will be stuff going on, just not the standard Bed for Severe ME campaign. So if you want to take part and do your bit, I would love it if I could raise a little bit of cash, for a bit more cash, for Smile for ME and Cure ME. Just give you a close up of the badge. How awesome is that badge? Look. Stay at my nails. I did that last night. I didn't have much energy. Sorry. Anyway, so that's that. But this is one of the things that got lost in August, because there was charities doing a few things, World ME Alliance, and because of the algorithms squashing engagement, I felt like, did anyone even realise there's a music or a logo contest? Because not one person messaged me about it and no one retweeted as far as I could see, or if you did, you didn't comment. So I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about in case you've never seen it before. So the Bed for Severe ME tab has been tweaked. I did hint at this on social media earlier. I don't know how many people actually looked, but look, so there's the homepage that was. All this information was on one page, and I was finding it incredibly difficult to share stuff, because I find unless you give a specific link to a set bit of text, people don't like scrolling down to find information. So it's all here now. These are the components of Bed. Wear your PJs to work. That's for October 2025. Music for Bed for Severe ME 2025. Buy a badge. Donate to support ME research. That isn't going to go live until next year now. It does say on the page, it says the links will be provided in October 2025. Bed party on social media and in loving memory board. All of those, please do take the time to have a look. Some of that you can do now. The rest of it is for October. But this is the music for Bed for Severe ME bit. So this has got multiple components. And as I wrote at the top, it says there are a heck of a lot of talented, creative people within the ME community. Too many have had to step away from their creative roles due to myalgic encephalomyelitis. Some have limited energy available to be creative but don't have an appropriate outlet. There are so many people with severe ME who are songwriters, or maybe they release music but it goes on YouTube or whatever, but they're very talented people, and I want this to be your outlet. So I've said to showcase this talent whilst also raising awareness of this awful debilitating disease, ME Foggy Dog is launching 2 contests. Like I said, this was launched in August, but either nobody spotted it or nobody engaged with it. So the Bed for Severe ME Song Contest is here. I'm not going to read out, but there is terms and conditions. It tells you all the legal stuff, and I did have input from music professionals with that, so it's all above board and everybody knows what's what. The winning song will be released for Bed for Severe ME in 2025, and proceeds will go to ME organisations Smile and Cure ME. The aim is to get the song as high up in the download chart to raise as much money as possible for these 2 ME organisations. So what I would encourage anyone, if you know someone, it's got to be somebody with ME, somebody in the ME community. And in the terms and conditions, this is the only bit I am going to read out. It says, open to individuals aged 18 and over who live with ME of any severity but must meet ME ICC diagnostic criteria, either with or without a clinical diagnosis. And it says all nationalities except employees of the organiser. So that would be me, but I can't sing and I can't songwrite. So it's, but my dad's in a band, but my dad couldn't enter either, and their immediate family members. So that you please read all of that if you are thinking of entering. So anyway, so that's the music. Takeaway from this video is, please remember the 29th of October should have been a significant date, but didn't end up being. It was a bit of a damp squib, and has actually created a hell of a lot more work because its lack of oomph and adoption. Yeah, so if you could support Bed for Severe ME, I'd be really grateful. Stripey Lightbulb will be hosting an educational webinar on the 29th of October. That was another reason why I've got to publicise the date so people don't get confused. Bed for Severe ME is now on the 29th of October every year. It will be our annual awareness day for Bed for Severe ME. If any of you want to get involved, help in whatever way you feel that you could manage, get in touch with me. Always grateful for help. But yeah, don't forget to buy your badge. Help me to raise a little bit more money for Smile for ME and Bed for ME. No, Cure ME in 2024. And then next year, the sky's the limit.